Breonna Taylor, because they didn't know she was going to be there that night, if Breonna Taylor wasn't dealing with a guy who was a drug dealer, then she would still be living.
Hello, and welcome to another day in paradise. Today, I want to have a quick chat with you about Oshay Duke Jackson, back at it again. He made a video a couple of days ago and about Breonna Taylor, and I'd like to have a little chat with you about that. But first, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share if you will, and click the bell notification. So he made a video in which he's saying that Breonna Taylor was killed through no fault of her own. He basically said that it was her fault that she got shot because she put herself in a dangerous position when she started dating a drug dealer. And I don't know, I wanted to sort of just clarify a few things. Now, I'm no expert on the Breonna Taylor case, okay, but there are a few things which are just factual, okay? Okay, so fact number one, the person that the police were after did not live at that address, okay? Didn't live at the address. Two, the person that they were after was already in custody, right? Three, they entered a property unannounced, armed, okay? And in America, you have certain laws where you can protect yourself when somebody enters your property, regardless of whether they're armed or not. Number four, the person that shot at the police, he didn't know that they were police. The guy that shot at the police had a licensed firearm. That's the whole point of having a firearm. The whole point is to protect yourself in situations like these. Okay? Okay, so that's just a few facts about the case. The indiscriminate shooting by the police, before they even announced that they were the police, by the way, they never identified themselves. The indiscriminate shooting led to the death of Breonna Taylor, a lady that was asleep in her own bed. Okay? So, every single time a case like this happens in the United States, it sets a precedent, right? It sets a precedent. So, other cases will use this case, the outcome of this case, to determine the outcome of their cases if the factors are very much similar situation. So that's one bad thing about it. But I'd like somebody, if you can, in the comment section below, please explain to me how this could be Breonna Taylor's fault. How is it even possible? Where's the logic in this? There's absolutely no logic in it. And I watch a lot of Oshay's videos, actually. He's not stupid. He's a tech geek. He knows what he's doing, he knows what he's saying. So, I watched another video. And in that video, it's basically a reaction video to Oshay Jackson's comments about Breonna Taylor. And he says in that video, that Oshay Duke Jackson essentially has a problem with African American women. He has a misogynistic view, no respect for African American women. This is what he says, and I don't know Oshay Duke Jackson, but I know that what he was like, and I know that he has changed over the last few years. But does he hide some of that misogynistic viewpoints on African American women? Does he hide behind this cloak of being B1? Does he feel like he has free reign to say whatever he likes about black women because he is B1? I don't know. I think he I think somewhere deep down inside he still holds resentment against African American women. It's not a nice thing to say, but it was clear in the beginning when he started making videos that this was probably the case, because he never really had much positive things to say about them. And then I think in the wake of all this movement that was happening, we had all these people repatriating back to Africa. I think he started focusing more, and he repatriated himself, of course, back to Africa as well. And I think he started focusing more on being pro-black woman, pro-black family. That's what he was doing. But I think somewhere deep down inside he still holds this resentment, and it would be interesting to see if that was the case. But I don't think that was the only reason why he made these comments. I think another reason why he made these comments is for a bit of exposure, because it's clear that he's wrong, right? He's clearly wrong. I don't even have to explain that to you, right? The fact that I'm sitting here making a video about him and I'm about to post it later speaks volumes, right? So he's getting his own word of mouth out there, and people are listening to what he had to say, and people like me now, we're promoting his channel because we're talking about him. It's really I don't know, it's lame. It's really lame, and so disheartening as well. I mean, are we that desperate? Are we that desperate for attention? You know, social media, out of all the social media platforms that we have available at our fingertips, you know, we've got TikTok, we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook. Out of all of them, the number one social media platform that causes less stress and less what do you call it when you depression, yeah, the number one social media platform, positive social media platform, is YouTube. But it's fast becoming a place for people who want to talk trash and then have no responsibility for the things that they are. Oh God, sorry. And then they have no responsibility for the things that they are saying. That's it. It's just, there you go. I said it. It's really sad. So That's my thoughts. I think it's basically a combination of him believing that he can get a lot more attention through to his channel by saying things which are completely wrong, things that are going to stir up emotion inside people. He's basically manipulating people. It's a mixture of that and also some form of deep-rooted misogynistic view on African American women. I told you in a video a few weeks ago. I said in a video a few weeks ago, what we don't need are people returning from the diaspora, returning to Africa, and returning to Africa with some really bad issues, and then infecting the rest of the continent with these issues, and the continent already has problems of its own, but we are bringing back our own issues before we heal ourselves. So yeah, it's really shit. So what do we do? What's your thoughts on the matter? How can we, I don't know, how can we stop people denouncing a professional medical lady who was murdered by race soldiers in her own house? How can we stop people from being so desperate enough for attention that they will denounce her name in her death? How do we stop that? Is it possible to stop it? I don't think it's possible to stop it. People are going to talk a lot of crap, but you have the option to talk, to watch these videos or not, right? I mean, it's up to you on whether you watch these videos. That's all I have to say about this. It's down to you. So please leave a comment if you wish, and yeah, I'll speak to you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.